In this, particles and antiparticles consist of leptons, quarks, gauge bosons, and scalar bosons.
Most of the neutrons and protons collide to make deuterium, an isotope of hydrogen.
The electrons are found in the regions around the nucleus, and this
S orbital is a spherically shaped region describing where an electron can be found,
Which make up 21% of the atmosphere. Though it contains a single bond and double bond, it is identical.
This is methane molecule of bond length 1.09 Armstrong and bond angle 109.5 degree.
This is helium hydride. This is the first molecule formed in the universe.
The universe entered a very crucial turning point known as the epoch of reionization.
The second law of thermodynamics states that the entropy is the measurement of disorder in the universe.
Jupiter is the fifth planet in our solar system. Its swirling clouds are colorful.
For the first time, humans had seen the moons of another world.
The moon is our only natural satellite.
The Milky Way is a barren spiral galaxy about 100,000 light years across. There is totally 88 recognized constellation till now.
During a solar eclipse, we are in shadow. The moon passes exactly in front of the sun, and
the electrically charged layer of the atmosphere, a GPS signal.
A solar wind can strip out the ozone layer, which protects us from the UV rays.
The outer core is made up of nickel and iron,
which either fixed or which may vary with certain defined limits.
rocket engines work by action and reaction.
Communication satellites are often abbreviated as ComSats.
It's almost 35,785 kilometers from the Earth, sir.
Organic soil, topsoil, subsoil, substratum and bedrock.
Every day, the equinox receives about 12 hours of sunlight. At the summer solstice, the days are hottest and the nights are coldest.
Due to the reflection of the sun, the shadow of the earth is cast on the moon.
Each out of 4 intermediate lunar phases is around 7.4 days.
Winter is caused by the axis of the earth being oriented away from the sun.
Following winter and preceding summer.
Life started when some basic small molecules are created.
The appearance of free oxygen in the atmosphere led to the Great Oxidation event.
Homo erectus and then Homo sapiens.
60,000 years ago, the first humans named Homo sapiens left Africa.
Great Amazon forest has been in existence for at least 55 million years ago.
The Amazon rainforest has 20% of the nutrients in the soil.
I'm just hearing some sounds. Yeah, that's Amazon rainfalls.
The carbon dioxide is increased because of the Amazon forest has been destroyed.
It is an optical illusion form. It cannot be depicted using a solid object.
The planets move about the sun in elliptical orbits.
The Newton's first law states that every object continues to be in its state of rest.
Just a model to show that the sound varies due to length. It doesn't exist in a real state. It is made up of a dilute gas. We can use this by lining this towards the equator and finding out the local time. Now, in case you're in Chennai, these are the Galilean moons. Actually, Jupiter has 200 moons. And this is the heliocentric model. Nicholas Copernicus told that
Electrons can jump into their higher energy levels.
International Space Station is a space station that keeps moving in low Earth orbit.
And this is the Columbus, the largest single unit.
electromagnetic radiation is a form of energy that is found all around us.
Electromagnetic waves can be created by
It is used in the communication satellites, radio and television communications. X-rays are produced by a device called Coolidge tube. It reacts with the uranium-235. It gives barium and krypton. These also emits gamma rays.
According to Newton, space is a plane surface. When the objects are moved, it moves from one end to another end.
When we place a massive object like sun in a solar system, can you give me a practical application on this?
Yes, of course.
Inside this, it will be placed on the top of this polar satellite launch vehicle.
This satellite is used for communication purposes.
Galileo was the first to use the telescope for the purpose of astronomy in 1609.
A black hole is among the strangest things in the universe.
Any object that comes nearby it will pull its gravity's force.
It is a large-scale physics experiment that is used to detect cosmic gravitational waves.
This is the parts of the telescope.
It maintains the temperature inside the observatory to protect the observations inside the observatory.
3.6 meter Devastal Optical Telescope, Kodaikanal Observatory.
In simple words, the Event Horizon Telescope.
The Event Horizon Telescope was launched in 2009.
There are 6 locations for the Event Horizon Telescope.
The different concepts of time travel and the myths.
Outer space is the expanse that exists beyond the Earth and between celestial bodies.
Space exploration, communication, meteorology and many other things.
Time travel needs a lot more technologies than we have today.
Time travel is the concept of movement between certain points in time. Relativity is the contradiction between two people regarding the speed. Then what's more to see? Are we alone in space?
Aliens or extraterrestrial species occurs away from the Earth.
You have witnessed only the small drop in the ocean of the Odyssey in the universe.
Stephen Hawking is a disabled person but also has a brilliant theoretical physics in history still now in date.
ஸ்பேஸ் அப்படின்றது ஒரு அமேசிங் திங்காக இருக்குது.
இதில் மொத்தம் 1 to 6 வந்து நார்மல் எலிமெண்ட்ஸ் அண்ட் கீழே இருக்கிறது வந்து லாந்தனைட்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆக்டனைட்ஸ்னு டிவைட் பண்ணியிருக்கு.
இது வந்து நிக்கோலா டெஸ்லா டிசைன் பண்ண டெஸ்லா காயில். இது வயர்லெஸ் எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி.
மர்ஜ் ஆனதுக்கப்புறமா ஒரு கலராக மாறிடும்.
சன் ரேஸ் வந்து மெட்டல் பிளேட்டில் பட்டு இதில் இருக்கிற ப்ரோட்டான்ஸ் அண்ட் எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் எல்லாமே வெளியே எக்ஸைட் ஆகும்.
நியூட்டன் தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பர்சன் டு அப்சர்வ் த 7 கலர்ஸ் ஆஃப் த ஸ்பெக்ட்ரம்.
இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஐ லென்ஸ் வந்து கான்கேவ், அப்ஜெக்டிவ் லென்ஸ் வந்து கான்வெக்ஸ்.
சன் வந்து சென்டரில் இருக்கிற மாதிரி ஆல் த பிளானட்ஸ் வந்து ரிவால்விங் அரவுண்ட் இது வருது.
This is a 3D printed engine. அது டர்போ ஃபேன் இன்ஜின். அதில் ஹை வோல்டேஜ் கரண்ட் பாஸ் பண்ணுறப்போ அது பிரிஞ்சு ஒரு எனர்ஜி கிரியேட் பண்ணும். அது என்ன